Emotions can go back and forth, kind of like the ocean and waves. They rise and they fall, they rise and they fall. And you have to kind of learn to be like water and to be fluid and to roll with the punches, so to speak, you know. Jesus had living waters too. It's days like this where I really have to remember that, because it's been a hard week. I've been struggling mentally to get out of a rut. I have this depression, and I know that outside sources can't solve it for me. What's internal is internal. People could be there, but they can't do the work for you. You have to do your own shadow work. It's important to find people that are like-minded and be equally yoked, because you want a reflection of yourself. You want to be able to look at people and learn lessons from them and from their lives. You want to be able to grow together and build together and be uplifting to one another. Because although someone can't take away my depression for me, if I surround myself with the right people that are equally yoked and like-minded, it'll be much easier for me to develop coping skills and mechanisms to get myself out of this. People don't want to do shadow work, because what that means is you have to go deep within yourself, past the bullshit, past the entertainment, past all the Freudian false ego, all the things of the world that you try to fill yourself up with in order to avoid reality, because that's often what we do when we're trying to be entertained and so forth. It's a way for us to avoid reality. Or when we're talking about other people, oh, so-and-so this, or oh, that movie, blah, 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 drama this. It's to take away from our own personal drama. It can often be a deflection mechanism. Be careful. Cognitive dissonance is real. And I have to say, I myself was temporarily living in a insane cycle. And I developed a form of cognitive dissonance, but more towards my own self. I've become numb to a lot of things, and I'm trying not to let that happen, because I'm finding that the more traumatic events that happen, the more PTSD that's causing. It's causing. Multi-window. Okay, my phone just at the same time said multi-window. Okay, anyway, the PTSD could kick in sometimes, and I'll freeze. See, but this is where the new coping tools come in, because as you grow, you learn new tools. If you surround yourself with new people, you repent of old ways, you move forward, you're going to start having better results. You take one step forward, and the universe is going to give it back to you. God is going to give it back to you. And when people see you struggling but trying to persevere, and you're honest, people will generally help you. Like if you fuck up and then you admit, oh my gosh, I messed up. So-and-so, I messed up. Please forgive me. It's usually our ego that holds us back from humbling ourselves when we're wrong and saying, I messed up. We're afraid of what that other person's going to do, how they're going to react, what they're going to say, what they're going to tell others, blah, blah, blah. The reality is, if you say, you know what, I'm sorry, more times than not, if they see that you're coming from a genuine, humble place and you mean it and you're no longer the old person you were, they'll forgive you. It's amazing. It's amazing. That was kind of off point from the depression of what I was talking about. I don't know. I kind of went left with that. But that's typical of me. My mind is all over the place. I guess it's kind of all interconnected in a way. But I find myself falling back into depression and PTSD to where I keep isolating myself. And in my head, I could scream out, help, 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 but nobody hears me. And then I get upset and I feel left alone, like nobody loves me and wants to help me. When in reality, I, in my mind, did that. Because had I said something and reached out and said, you know what, guys, I'm really depressed, I need help, people aren't going to know unless they really pay attention. See, and that's when people start losing people, because people will warn you, or they'll show signs of depression, or, that their mental stability is off. And then they wonder when something bad happens to them, or they are triggered into some type of messed up event. And then people are like, oh my gosh, how did that happen? Well, had you been watching and paying attention to your fellow human, you'd see them in pain and in need. See, but the cognitive dissonance out here is so real that people like me and others often get overlooked. The difference is I'm learning to reach out, Now I get assholes who come on my page. I could name 2 of them, which are hilarious because the names crack me up. They in themselves are enough for me to not take it serious. I love getting gaslighted by certain people because the irony of it is so hilarious. The Pharisees of it all. Anyway, I don't know. I'm struggling today. I'm trying to maintain. Why I'm sharing this with you, I don't know. Do I think you really care? Probably not. Maybe. I doubt it. I don't know. My mind is all over. Just like I was talking about earlier, how we could be like the ocean sometimes, and our emotions can go up and down. And we have to remember we're not our emotions. Our emotions are generally the events around us that we act on. Ego type stuff. Don't act on that. Act from your spirit. Act from a place of humbleness. If you're hurting, tell somebody. If you love somebody, tell them. If you need a friend, ask. Sometimes you just got to put yourself out there, That's what I'm trying to do. Although I'm finding putting myself out there gets me some friends. It gets me a few mean comments too. And I'm too soft for it. I can't lie. I had a couple trolls on here say stupid shit. Like that I'm a clout chasing bitch. Which made me laugh because I'm like, if you knew I... Never mind. See, I was almost triggered. They'll probably watch this video too because, fans, they're very plastic and they wave a lot at you, a lot of air, a lot of fake plastic air, a lot of fractals. Some people's minds are just, I don't know, drunk. Anyway, the 2 of them, I'm sure, heard that and are like, oh, we hear you. You're talking shit. Now, the rest of you watching this video are like, what are you talking about? But I just kind of incorporated their names a little bit, my little trolls. Which I don't even have anything against my trolls. I'm wondering why they call me a bitch, though. When they're supposed to be a Christian, they run a Christian site and have thousands of followers and profess the church. But hey, they just like to harass satanic ritually abused people like me who are coming out of abuse. They just think we'll add to it a little bit. Why not? Let's just rub it in a little bit because that's what Christians do. No, I don't think so. I'm being facetious, of course. Stop being trolls. Be nice. You know what? If you see something in me that you don't like, and you see something that's like, ooh, you know what? You cool, but you should fix that. How about be nice to me and bring it to my attention? Here's the thing. I'm honestly trying to change. I am so open to suggestion. If you see something and it's wrong, but you could bring it to me in a nice way and help me to learn better, I'm so open to it. I really am. You don't have to call me names. That's not going to help me to be a better person. Just because you said you dumb bitch, that doesn't make me say, you know what? That's going to help me get over the abuse I've suffered from childhood. Yeah, that's going to do it. More name calling. No, no, no. I'm trying to come out of it. I'm up and out of it. I am out of it. What I'm saying is I don't want people to try to reduce me back down to it. Because that's unfair. You know, don't be a crab. Don't be a crab in a barrel trying to pull others down. Just don't do it. Come on, you guys. Do better. Even me in my depressed state, sad and shit all the time, trying so hard to be nice, I still try very hard not to take my emotions out on other people. Because it's wrong. So don't do it to me. Let's be fair, okay? Let's try this. Let's try being friends. You know, friends. How many of us have them? Anyway, I'm just rambling. I will let you guys go now that I've talked your heads off. I wonder what kind of great comments I'll get behind this.